Hello everyone, it's Raven's Guardian back with another episode of Hogwarts Legacy, and I thought today we would go around and solve all of the astronomy tables and see where that takes us. Okay, so let's get started here. We'll take a look at our map, and I think the first one we're going to take a look at here as soon as the map loads is going to be up here by Lower Hogsmeade, or sorry, Upper Hogsmeade. So there's an astronomy table. If you zoom in right here, that's where we're going to set our waypoint. We're just going to fast travel right to this point, and then we'll go over and take a look at it. So this is going to be the astronomy table Scorpius, and we're going to go ahead and get this one done, and then we're just going to keep going as we go around here, each of these tables. So let's zoom up here, see what happens.
Knowing a meat he's likely studied here.
Alright, so since it's nighttime, we can interact with this. So you go back behind here. Or maybe it's telling us we can't because it's about to be daytime, possibly. We're gonna might have to wait. Alright, now it's nighttime. So it should let us interact with it. There we go. Alright, so we have the Scorpius thing here. It's pretty easy to see this one if you kind of imagine your tail right there, right? You zoom out. And then you kind of line it up just right, and bingo. There you go. There's the Scorpius. Alright. So that's our second astronomy table that we've found. All right, let's take a look at the next one here. So your next one is going to be the Phoenix. And where that one's going to be, we're going to go to the Bell Tower Courtyard. So we're going to want the Hogwarts map. All right, so we're in the Bell Tower wing. So that's where we want to go. And where this is going to be, if you rotate this, it's going to be basically... Alright, so once you get over here to the Bell Tower Courtyard, you're just going to head this direction. I think we should be able to fly here. Yep, okay, perfect. So you're going to head over here. Here's where the fountain is at. There is a little kind of stone archway over here, right? So we're just going to go this way. Over here. And then once you get over here, you're going to see the dragon hedge, right? So you're just going to pass the dragon hedge. And when you reach the end of the walkway, you're going to walk through another stone structure here. Oh look, there's a page that we can grab. Let's do it. There we go. Got another one of our field guide pages. Alright, so there's a stone structure here that you're going to walk through. And then you're going to follow you're going to walk down the stairs that's straight ahead here. And you're going to follow a path. It's going to take you straight to where the table's at. So here it is.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
So if you want to see where that's at on the map, this is where it is going to be located at. So if you notice, we're kind of down in this little area here, right? If I zoom in, it's almost right off the herbology wing here, but it's just down here. Okay. So let's get this one. This is the Phoenix. Alright, so we're going to zoom out all the way out. Then we're going to rotate it, get it to line up so that we can get the Phoenix. There you go. You have to zoom in just a touch. So there you go. There's the Phoenix. Alright, so that's 3 of 5 now completed. Next one we're going to take a look at is in Upper Hogs Field. So you're going to want to go to the world map. And then we're going to go to Upper Hogs Field. So if you zoom all the way out with your map, you just keep hitting it here, you'll see all the different things here, right? So there's Upper Hogsfield, and that's where we want to go. So let's, we'll just zoom in there. I don't know why it doesn't let you just zoom in that way very efficiently, but we're just going to go here, fast travel here, because it's the quickest way to get there.
Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Well, we're not worried about Mrs. Sprottle right now, son. We're going to get this astronomy table completed. Alright. Boom. There we go. Let's get it. Alright, so this is Leo. That's what this one is. This one looks slightly challenging, but I think if we rotate it a full 180 here, you'll see that it kind of fits just right. There you go. Bingo. So there's Leo. Leo is knocked out. So that's number 4 or 5. Alright, next one we're going to find in... the Forbidden Forest. So that's where we're going to go next. So here's the Forbidden Forest. We want Forbidden Forest west. So it's right here. So that's where you're going to fast travel to. And then once you've fast traveled here, you just hop back on your broom and go back to your map real quick. And you'll notice that if you zoom in, you can see the astronomy table is located right here. So we're going to set our little waypoint here so we can see where we need to go. And it's right here in front of us. I would highly recommend flying, so you don't get tangled up with the poachers there. Unless that's what you want to do, which is perfectly fine. If that's what you want to do, go for it. Alright, so we're just going to set down here. And we're going to use this one. Alright, so this is Draco. So you can kind of see the shape here of the back, right? Just kind of looped here a little bit. So if you zoom out quite a bit, you can kind of see it. There you go. So there's Draco. And that's 505 completed now. So we got a collection complete there, or challenge complete, finding the astronomy tables. So let's go take a look at it real quick for our challenges. It was an exploration one. And we got the astronomy table. Alright, so this is what we have. We completed the view constellations for 5 unique astronomy tables. We got the gray appearance reward with the starry-eyed seer's scarf. Next one we're working on is the starry-eyed seer's ensemble, which we get for doing an additional 5 astronomy tables. Alright, the next place we're going to head is to the North Ford Bog. So that is pretty much up here. So there's North Ford Bog. And if you zoom in, you can basically see it. It's going to be right there. So we'll just set our waypoint. Honestly, where we're at, we could fast travel or we can just fly. I'm all about flying. Let's, oops, that's not what I was trying to do. Let's give it a go. How far away are we? Only 500. That's not too bad. We'll get there pretty quick. So yeah, this one's going to be over here. This is going to be the Centaurus one. And we'll see what this one does when we get here. Now, obviously, like I said, you could fast travel here. There's nothing wrong with that. I just think it's pretty cool to fly and see how cool everything is around here. because why not? Now there are a bunch of bad guys here, so again, I would recommend flying versus, you know, walking here, unless that's what you want to do and you want to
Here's
fight
one of
those
those
guys.
tables Professor Shaw mentioned.
Alright, so let's take a look at this one. This is Centaurus. So if we zoom out, you can kind of see the way everything's set up here, right? So we're going to basically get this one lined up. Sort of like this. Right about there. And then we're going to need to zoom out just a touch more. Get it lined up. And bingo. There's Centaurus. Alright, next location we're going to go to here is in Brockborough. This one's going to be for Corvus. So we're going to go ahead and zoom out here all the way so that you can see all of the different regions. And this one's going to be in the Hogwarts Valley region. So we'll zoom back in here. Looking for Brockborough, which is over here. So we'll zoom in here. I wish it would stop biting off on things because it's rather annoying. But it does that from time to time. Alright. Alright, so we're just going to fast travel here to Brockborough. Alright, we're going to hop on our broom, as always. And then what we're going to look to do is head southwest. So there's a hill that's over here. That's going to contain the next table. So it's going to be right through the trees here. I don't know why it doesn't show up on the map very well. But okay. Well, sometimes you gotta fight things, so let's get on it. Turned him into a rug. There we go. Okay, I was like, why are you not letting me pick up the mongrel fur? Alright. In any case, let's use this before the next mongrel shows up. So this is going to be Corvus, like I said. Real simple. Probably the most simple of the astronomy tables. Just line it up. And bingo. There's Corvus, the bird. Alright, next one is going to be also here in the Hogwarts Valley. We're going to head over towards the Cambridge Castle. Which is actually right here. So we're going to zoom in here. Again, I don't know why it does that. It is extremely annoying when it does. It's right here on this. So we haven't been to that ancient magic hotspot, but we have been here to this, so let's head there. Here we are. Whoa. I guess I can get on a mount. I didn't want to get on a mount. That's not what I was going for. I was trying to bring up my broom. There we go. I hit the X instead of the B button. So big difference there. All right. Yeah, so it's going to be over here by the castle. So let's take a look here on our thing here. Just make sure we're going to the right location. You can set the little waypoint there. Just so you can see it, but it's up here on top of the castle. Alright, we might have to wait again.
Seen better days.
Because it has been a long time since we've... oh, no, we're good. Alright, so here's the next one. This is going to be Caprico. So again, you're going to want to try to zoom in on this one because this one's a little bit different. And then we're going to rotate. You can kind of see the double stars just up there at the top, right? So you kind of want to line it up just a little bit. Bingo. And there's Capricornus. Alright, next we're going to Feldcroft. So we want to zoom out here just to find Feldcroft. Yep, so there it is. Now we're going to zoom in again. Assuming this will let me. There we go. And you're going to go to the astronomy table that's right here. Alright, so we're going to go... Let's just go to Feldcroft just so we don't have to worry about anybody being at Rookwood Castle. Because you never know, sometimes it gets re-inhabited by bandits. Even though we've already beat Rookwood. Sometimes it happens. Alright. Let's get on our broom again. But first I'm going to hit that marker just to make sure that we know where we're at. Oh, Alright, stop. Please. There we go. Set the waypoint. Get on our broom. Go to where we're headed. 233 there. Just over this ridge here. Again, you want to watch out. Unless you want to fight people. If you want to fight people, go for it. But not a huge fan. So we'll stop here and get this real quick. And this is going to be Lucerta. Alright, so this one is it's a little bit different. In the sense that it's... I wish they would stop putting so much of the stars in the background. Like, yeah, I understand what you're going for here, but man, it really detracts. Oh, I'm sorry. This was a Horologium. Alright, for the other one, which was the one I thought we were at, but I was wrong. The Lucerta one is going to be the North Feldcroft Blue, which is up here, actually. Nope, not there. Right there. Why are you not letting me get there? So there's the North Feldcroft Blue Flame. And your table that we were actually looking for is going to be right here. So we'll set the waypoint. Might as well go up there and get that Flute Flame as well while we're here. But I did for sure want to get these balloons because, as we talked about in many of the other episodes, we're almost done with all these. We just have a few left, and this one might bring us to completion on popping of the balloons. Assuming I can hit them. Come on, man. Bro, you are killing me, Smalls. Come on. And there we go. 1 of 15 pop balloons. Alright, let's head over here to where we have to go. This is a little bit of a trek if you don't have the Flute Flame there. So bear with me as we head over this direction.
How nice of you to stop by.
Oh, I'm not stopping by, boss. I'm just trying to get to the next astronomy table. So leave me out of it. Alright, we're about 200 units away now. I don't know if this is meters or who knows. But regardless, here we are.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Nope, I don't know who you are. There's no intruder here. Leave me alone. Right. For this one, you have to zoom in a little bit. It's kind of it's a little bit close there, and that is Lucerta, the lizard. All right, so we've now got that one. So that's 5 of 5. So that is another challenge complete. So if we take a look here at our exploration for the Hogwarts tables, we now have completed the Starry-Eyed Seers ensemble. And the next step will be to get another 5 and get the Starry-Eyed Seer cape. Alright, back to our map. And for this one, it's going to be in the Poitiers coast. And what we're looking for here is the South Poitiers coast Flute Flame, which is going to be down this direction here, which is right here. And then if you zoom in, assuming you can zoom in, that's where we're headed. And we're just going to fast travel right there.
Resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Sure. You're quite welcome. Alright, let's head out here. Nope. I was trying to get on my broom again. Thank you. Zoom across here over to the astronomy table. We're going to have to wait because it is now becoming daytime. So there we go. Oh, nope. Still don't have to wait, which is surprising that we don't have to, but there we go. Alright, this one you can kind of see it already if you flip it around here, right? A lot of the little stars there are lined up here towards the top. You just kind of zoom out to get it to line up a little bit. It's quite a bit actually. Quite a bit of zooming out. And then zoom back in, and there's the Hydra. Alrighty. So 4 more to go. Alright, let's go back to our map here. Take a look. You're going to want to zoom out to see the different zones again. Marinweem Lake area is what we're looking for. We're looking for the coastal mine flute flame, which is going to be right here. We don't have anything close by there, so we're just going to have to get as close as we can. But there's a astronomy table that's literally right here. So we're just going to go ahead and fast travel to the tower tunnel. Alright, we already have it marked, so let's get on our broom. Oh, we can't because we're stuck inside here. We have to get out of the tunnel here first. Just be careful of all of the lovely bad guys that are wanting to eat your lunch. Because nobody likes to fight them if you don't have to. I mean, unless you need some practice. If you need some practice, or you got some quests to do, go for it. Me, I'm going to avoid these guys all day, if I can. But yeah, you would want to go to the coastal mine cave. It's going to be a little bit easier on you. But in our case, we really can't because of where we're at. So, still can't fly, of course. Still can't fly. Gotta skirt around these guys here. I mean, heck, we're almost going to run the whole way there. Yeah, if you got these things, just burn them away, and you're free to go. Now you can fly. Don't tell me I can't fly. And bingo, here we go. Alright, this one is Canis Major. So as you can see, it kind of looks like a little dog there, right? Kind of see the dog head a little bit. It's kind of got to line it up right. And bingo, there you go, Canis Major. Now that one is complete. Oh look, more of the balloons. Let's knock them out, shall we? Anytime you see the balloons, I would recommend you going and getting them. Just because you definitely want to pop them all if you can. Alright, there's one. Here's another one here. And one over here. There we go. Pop balloons is now complete. Alright, next to the one that we're going to look for is going to be off the Cragcroft Shire astronomy table. So you're going to go to the Cragcroft Flue Flame, which we're going to take a look at here in just a second. Alright, so here's the Cragcroft area. Let's make sure we're going to the right flue flame though. Yes. Next to Bainborough, down towards the bottom of the map. So this is where we're going to head. We zoom in here. We should see an astronomy table. All the way down here. There's two of them down here. So we can get both of these when we get down here. Alright, so let's get to the closest point of approach here at Crycroft Shore. Assuming that this thing will let me do that. So let's go ahead. Fast travel there. Alright, let's take a look at our map again. Actually, first we're going to get on our broom, if we can, which apparently it looks like we cannot. I don't know why. Doesn't make any sense to me, but hey, I don't make the rules. I just get to play the game, right? Alright, so let's zoom in here. Let's take a look at these astronomy tables. We have the one that was down here. And then there's one that's even further over there. So let's go ahead and we'll select this one as our first waypoint that we're going to go to. And we're going to have to run a little bit, I think, before it'll let us fly. Which, as soon as we're able to fly, we're going to fly. So I think once we get out of these caves, we should be able to. So there we go. Bingo. Alright, we got a way to travel again because we haven't ventured that far into this area. We've never actually been down this direction. But because it's accessible to us now, we're going to go ahead and do it. And knock out all the astronomy tables. Alright, quite a bit of travel here to get to where we want to be. But again, it'll be worth it in the end once we get over to this table. Alright, so this one's here at these castle ruins. There are some bad guys here, so just watch out while you're here. But if you go up here,
What went on here, I wonder?
you should be okay. Now we're gonna have to wait again because it's only available at night. So just go to your map. Again, just in this case, I'm gonna push in the right stick. It's gonna switch it from day to night. And then once it's nighttime, the astronomy table is ours to do with what we wish. Alright, there we go. So here's this crazy looking one, right? That's pretty crazy. You can kind of line up the tail here down towards the bottom, what I kind of have there. Once you get that kind of lined up, it's pretty simple. And then you kind of end up with Sagittarius here. So there you go. There's 3 of 5. And then we just have the next one here that we kind of already saw, which is over this direction. And we're going to go over there and get that one. We might as well get these couple flue flames that are around while we can. So there's one that's right here. I'm going to grab that. I might even grab this one just to get to both of these relatively simple. There's an infamous foe here, which I think we'll just go for this one. It's probably a smarter decision. And we'll just go ahead and fly that direction. Again, not too far. Not as far as the last one was for us to go, but we do have a way to travel here. And I plan to do another video here, probably next episode in this series. We'll talk about all the Merlin trials, just because why not get them all knocked out, huh? It's kind of one of the cool things in this game. The Merlin trials are pretty neat. Yeah, so there's some cool things down here that are going to want to try to hurt you. So just be careful. A bunch of dug bugs. Not fun to mess with. But hey, it's okay. Let's go in here. Get this flute flame real quick. Just so we have it. Bingo. South Clagmore Coast. And back on to our thing we go. And let's take a look at that, the astronomy table, not the Merlin trial, which is right in front of us. Not right this second, my friend. perhaps another time. Alright, you just gotta get up on this coast and across here to the astronomy table.
Knowing the meat, he's likely studied here.
Yep, I'm sure he has. Alright, so this one is going to be a fun one to do as well, just because if you look at it, it's kind of crazy, right? Just trying to imagine how this all fits together. But if you set it up like this, you're probably in a good spot. And there you go. There's Lupus. All right, the last one we have to do here is going to be actually back in Cragcroft. So we're going to head back up this direction. Nope, not Tower Tunnel. Not Marine. Let's back up a little bit. Cragcroft, that's what we want. Back in. So we're going to set our waypoint over here, because that's where we need to head. So we're probably just going to fly over there, to be honest. Because I've never been there, as you can tell by looking at the map. Again, this is a hefty little flight here, but this is the direction we need to go. And this will get us our last one of the astronomy tables, so that'll be all 15 of the astronomy tables completed. Obviously, the first one you get with the quest when you deal with the meat. So you guys are wondering where the first one was. It doesn't unlock any of the astronomy tables until you do that one. So that one's kind of a given with the main quest line. Getting close here. We'll grab the flute flame. Actually, you know what? Let's just get the astronomy table. It is literally right here. Alright, here's the last one. So we'll zoom out a little bit. And you kind of line it up. Bingo. There's Cetus the whale. And that, my friends, is the final astronomy table. So there you go. All the astronomy tables have been completed. So if we take a look here at our challenges, you can see under exploration, we scroll down here, we have now completed view the constellations for 5 unique astronomy tables. We got the starry-eyed Seer's Cape. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and claim all of our rewards now. So there we have just gotten the scarf, there's the ensemble, and there's the cape. So now we have all of them. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. It was a little bit shorter than normal, I will give you that. But I think it's some useful information for people trying to figure out how to do these astronomy tables, where to find them. Honestly, this is probably one of the easiest exploration challenges to do in the entire game. So if you're a little bit further in the game and you kind of unlocked all the locations, give it a try, see what happens. All right, until next time, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you in the next one where we'll take a look at all the Merlin trials in this game. So as you can see above here, there are quite a few. So there is a bunch that we've gotten. We've already gotten the first one unlocked here. We're about 3 of 6 on the next one. We're going to get all those knocked out. All right, like I said, until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.